Hi guys, I am so excited to share with you the first design for your new home in Woodside. What we're seeing here on the page right now is the overall site plan, and you can see your property lines are these bold red lines, and the required setbacks are shown here, and the fainter line. So this represents the area that we're allowed to build the main home inside of. The ADU is allowed to be built up to 4 feet away from the property line, and that's indicated by this line here. And we are also seeing here that your property, your lot area, is actually defined by the easement here, this driveway access easement for this neighboring property right here. So we have to take a 50-foot setback from the front property line and from this easement. But all in all, that easement's not really impacting our ability to build in this area. It's more the slope of the hillside lot right here, or this not really a hillside lot, but the slope of your lot right here is more of an encumbrance for building than this easement is. So I have opted to rotate the house. You can see actually in orange here, this is the outline of the existing house. And they had the house, or the existing house was built more or less parallel to the property lines. I'm opting to rotate the house to be more parallel to the contour lines, the topography of the lot. And also, that just so happens to perfectly give us a pure alignment with the southern facade of the home being here and the northern facade of the home being here. So we're stretching the home out east to west. When we see the roof lines, that's going to give us a lot of pure southern facing roof slope all over these bedrooms here, which is just going to be perfect for solar panels. And then I can see myself doing a bit of a deep overhang here and perhaps a bit of a covered porch over these bedroom wings with large sliding glass windows opening into this interstitial space between the main home and the ADU. I am really happy with this design. I am going to go through the floor plan for the main home and the ADU next, but the big picture elements for the site plan are that I am opting to maintain the existing roadway area. Whether or not we remove the existing asphalt that's not in too great a shape and replace it with some nicer pavers, or if it stays as is for now until you get the main home built and then afford to redo the driveway. By sticking to the existing shape, the planning department should have a lot less to say about the amount of grading work we're doing or the amount of work on the ground plane. They want to see that minimized per their design guidelines. And to be honest with you, the driveway does kind of work in this spot. And it leads to a very easy parking situation in the side facing garage. I just know that the planning department's really going to like this. And I think you'll like it too. I'm showing an extension past the garage so that you'd be able to back up and turn around and pull out. Now, this could be for car parking as well, but I'd rather see it left open for pulling out and turning around so that you can just drive straight out and turn onto the main road here. And for guests and for deliveries and for, well, really for guests, I'm opting to design a circular driveway here that does cut into the drip line of this oak tree, but not so much. It's at the outer skirts of it. And I think that would allow for easy guest parking, an easier way for your guests to get out and turn out onto the main road here. I'm also showing here a little trash can area cut into the existing stone walls that we have here. And then the really great thing about the orientation of the home being aligned to the contours, being aligned to the pure southern facing and pure northern facing. I'm sorry, southern facing here and north facing here. The other great thing is that we can now have a very large and expansive front deck that really is perfectly pointing towards the great views that you have, or I should say the best views. There's no bad view on your property, but this is definitely the view towards the very forested hillside out beyond your neighboring home down here. So I think I'd like to now go to the next page and take a look at the main floor, or the main home's floor plan. So it's all single level, as you requested. We would come up the curved driveway, park in the garage here, and you could then cut along this path here to the large front-facing deck. A couple steps up to the landing here to get to the foyer. The foyer has a coat closet and a bench area, and also has a pocket door that can cut directly into the kitchen, so that when you're coming from the front door, or if you're coming from the mudroom, you can quickly get into the kitchen without having to go all the way around. The kitchen is very nicely sized. It's got the sink with the dishwasher, a trash can, the 6-burner stove, the 48-inch wide fridge, a separate wall oven here, and then access into a very large pantry as well for lots of storage, as well as counter space and upper shelves, upper cabinets for a lot of storage in the pantry, as well as a secondary sink and secondary dishwasher. From the hallway here, we have access to the mudroom, which has laundry facilities and sink drying. I've lost a bit of cabinetry right here. There's supposed to be another length of cabinets right here. So there'd be cabinets here in the mudroom and along here. So this is going to act as your mudroom and your laundry room. We've got 2 bedrooms with their own closets and access to a central bathroom here with a linen cabinet outside. This bathroom would be lit by a skylight, as would the powder room here. Both of these will be lit by skylights because they don't have access to the exterior walls, but I really want to reserve those exterior walls and the views for the bedrooms. So let's illuminate these rooms with operable skylights. Through the hallway here, we get access to the dining area, and there's also a hallway vestibule that's centered on this dining room that leads both into the office space as well as to the powder room. The office has a relatively small closet, but it's enough to store a lot of supplies, whereas I think this bit of cabinetry in the back here would be ideal for storing the printer and other more readily accessible supplies. The family room here is really great. We've got a lot of seating area adjacent to a gas fireplace and a bit of media cabinet with a large TV. And then we've got a large stack sliding glass door that could open up, leading out onto a small landing area, or a wide landing area, steps down to the large front-facing deck. Both the family room and the dining room and even the kitchen window would all have fantastic views over this front deck and to the greater views beyond. This seating area here on the deck would be screened from view from guests coming along. Well, I mean, anyone who's coming up the road is going to see this deck, but when people are walking along this front walkway to get to the front door, we'll have a planter area here to screen the seating area from oncoming traffic or incoming traffic. For now, I've got a little games table here situated between the family room and the dining room, centered in this large cased opening. This cased opening is flanked by storage cabinets. And then there's a bit of an opening here too, so that you don't have to always squeeze by this furniture to get to your master suite or into the hallway. But here there'd be some more display shelving before we get to the door leading into your own master suite, which is very amply sized with a large walk-in closet, a sliding glass door onto your own private deck area, large windows here that would take full advantage of the fact that the best view on the property is this way. And then a door here leading into a very amply sized master bathroom with a large shower, standalone tub, very wide vanity, and then a very large water closet area. All of the bedrooms, and including the office, so these 4 rooms here, would all have sliding glass doors and windows, but sliding glass doors would lead onto a long landing area with steps down to grade in between the back of the main home and the ADU back here. And again, other than the missing bit of cabinetry right here, this looks really good to me. And then the detached ADU is put right up against this 4-foot setback. So we're 4 feet here and just about 4 feet here. And it's a relatively clean rectangular floor plan with a recessed entry. The entry area would lead to the great room, which would have the kitchen, dining area, and living room. And then a hallway that would lead to the ADU office, the ADU bedroom. This needs to get cleaned up here. I think at one point I moved the coat closet from this area here to here. But we've got a large storage room here, which would house the laundry. And then we've also got, at the end of the hallway here, door into the bathroom, which has a door into the main hallway to serve the entire house, but also an exterior door so that anyone hanging out in this backyard area, if need be, could cut into the bathroom here without having to go through the entire house. That's an optional feature. I don't know if you necessarily need that or want that, but I thought I would show it to you and get your take on having 2 doors here into the bathroom, one from the interior and one from the exterior. And if we go back to the site plan, there's a table here that shows the square footages of all these areas. I think I've hit it just on the nose for you guys, and I am really excited to hear your feedback next year. Thank you so much.